Hello everyone, Teacher Allison here with my second episode of Cold Coffee Chats. I was gonna brew some cold coffee, do a cold brew in my fridge, but it's in the 30s outside and I wanted something warm, so previously warm cold coffee it is today. I'm coming at you with information about the coronavirus. I think as online ESL teachers, it's a hot topic and it's really important for us to talk about and break down the fear for our students and look at the facts. There's just a lot of fear mongering going on right now. So I've done some research. I dug a little bit. I looked into the CDC. So it's a good source. And I've got some information. So first I want to define coronavirus. It's not like pneumonia or the chicken pox where it's just like the virus. Kind of equate it to the cold. So we say we have a cold, but it's not just one cold. It's the common cold because there's a bunch of them and that's why we keep catching it, right? So the coronavirus is kind of like the umbrella term. Now there's not a bunch of coronaviruses like there is the common cold. There's less than 10 from the research I've found. A few common ones are MERS and SARS. I know both of those were an outbreak in China a long time ago. And now we have this coronavirus. So a coronavirus it's originally from an animal. So it has gone from an animal and infected a human. So we have animal to human contact infection. And now what's happening with the virus, it's going from human to human. And that is why it's becoming such a big deal. So they have traced it back to a large seafood and live, I keep looking at my notes because I want to get this right, and a live animal market. And it is centered in Wuhan, China. I am dropping a map. I'm going to talk over it. So in Wuhan, China, you can see it's pretty much almost the center of China, and it's a large town, and it's an international travel hub. So people are coming in, people are going out, and they're going to major airports like LAX and John F. Kennedy. Is that the big one in New York? And they're going to major travel centers where then people go anywhere. So that is why it's becoming an issue now. It's not a huge outbreak. There are a couple in the United States, but it's not a huge outbreak, and we have not had human to human infection. So there's a plus. So in China, our students are logging on scared. They just want to talk about this virus. So I encourage you to reach out to your platform. My platform has contacted us and told us, kind of given us some talking points, and they're actually calling it pneumonia. It is a respiratory virus, and students are familiar with pneumonia much more so than they are the coronavirus. So it's a respiratory virus. It's viral. There's no treatment, but it has killed people, and it's very sad and it's very unfortunate. And it's Chinese New Year, and they have canceled Chinese New Year. It's on a much smaller scale because they're discouraging travel on large scale and small scale. They don't want you leaving. Think about in the United States, we have family 12 hours away by car, a plane ride away, and it's the same thing in China. They have family that they see once a year because it's a trek, and this is their one time a year, and they're not getting to go, and it's sad. And this is their Christmas. Like I said in my first cold coffee chat, it's their Christmas equivalent, and like I would be really bummed if I had to miss on Christmas. I'm a military wife, and I remember my first Christmas married. We were living several states away. It was 27 hour by drive. It was a 27-hour car ride to get to my family, and it was the first one separate. So I remember that was really hard, and I was an adult, and this was my choice, and so it's gotta be really hard for these kids. So my platform has given us talking points for the children, and one of them, so talk to yours, but one of them that I'm gonna share because it's just common knowledge is common hygiene practices. Coughing, sneezing into your elbow, not your hands, because you're gonna sneeze into your hands and then touch everything, and that's gross. If you feel sick, tell your parents right away, not to scare them that they could have it, but because it's just common hygiene practices anyways, and if they do have it, then they can get them help quickly and they can limit the exposure. And it's just that common hygiene practice, guys. Schools in China are actually extending the holiday essentially. So it's not that they're still doing their festivities Chinese New Year's over, the parade is over. They still have the Lantern Festival coming up. It's not like they're adding more festivities or pushing those festivities back. They're just closing down schools for an additional 1 to 2 weeks to help contain the virus. So they are taking it seriously. It is a big deal over there. Our kids are freaked out. And yeah, reading my notes again, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, it's scary, and these poor kids, and we're safe here in the United States. And I know some teachers I follow on Instagram, they were planning on taking a trip to China to see some of their kiddos, and now they can't go because what if travel gets shut down, or all of these landmarks have been shut down. That was not research, that was from another teacher on Instagram. But I mean, if they're taking it seriously as it sounds like, I'm sure that's the case. So be the happiness that you are with your children, with your students when you come online. Lighten it for them. It's a heavy load. And if they know somebody that's sick, it's even heavier. They're scared. So just be there for them. These kids are happy to see you normally. Now they're even happier to see you. They're missing school. They're missing their families. Be that consistent light. Okay? That's why we became teachers. Even though we're thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away and we feel helpless, just do the best you can to ease their minds, smile, help them laugh. And I encourage you, reach out to your platforms if you haven't heard from them already to figure out how they want you to handle the situation. My platform has told me I have some talking points for my kiddos. And yeah, I will see you next week with another video. I'm toying with the idea of a walkthrough of the mock lesson or another cold coffee chat, because I have a lot of those. I drink a lot of cold coffee, and I have a lot of thoughts, and I think they're important, and they're probably not, but if you don't care, whatever. Anyways, let me know what you would like to hear below. A walkthrough of the mock class or another cold coffee chat. Leave those in the comments. I will be sure to read them and get back to you. As always, if you want to use me as your VIP kid referral, drop my referral code in the box. It's ALLYS0124. I'll drop that in the description box as well. And email me. I'm going to drop that in the box as well because I am changing it up soon and I don't want it to be stuck on the screen. So I will see you next week. Follow me on Instagram, teacher.allison. That spelling, same spelling as my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Stay healthy, keep those kids healthy, and enjoy that coffee. I think I'm gonna go microwave mine. Bye.